to the audio show.
So let me just say I've become extremely tired of the whole Amber and Anthony saga right now because it has gone to levels where it has gone to just some interesting levels. Meaning, like, she's doing now some things, and basically, of course, she has ignited her fan base to pick up for the slackness. Let's get into it.
I cannot thank you enough.
I love to
Really.
see you win. I enjoy doing business with you.
I enjoy doing business with you too. It's
Smiling.
fun.
I like that.
You like my son.
I do.
So again, let's not forget that this is the same way she met Anthony, as a businessman doing business. And it looked like he had things to y'all are forgetting a lot of times that everything you're seeing now with Dave, we did see with Anthony. Anthony was doing well, he was doing his businesses, he was getting things done. Regardless, y'all gonna say he was lying. You don't know that. Right now, you don't know that with Dave. You didn't know that. You know, no. And he's become a wealthier man up to now. But you don't really know that with Dave. So what you're getting again is the same thing you got with Anthony.
Maybe it's the drink talking. No, you make me smile, Dave. You, I don't know, kind of a breath of fresh air, you know? But you know what I really appreciate?
What's up?
I appreciate learning more about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk so much about me and my crazy life. It's nice to know what goes on in your mind.
Yeah.
So I think that what they're doing is that they're trying to answer the questions for the audience, because a lot of the audience has been saying that, we know nothing about Dave. So now they're trying to put that inside of the skit, because of course y'all know once y'all speak, they're going to listen to you.
And get into it, learn a lot about each other.
For sure, for sure. It was fun.
It is. Would you ever get married again? I just came out of nowhere to that, but it was just a random thought in my head.
I guess I hadn't really thought about that.
Yeah.
I don't know, Dave. I had this idea of what marriage was supposed to look like and feel like and be like. My marriage was none of that.
Okay, one of the things One Journey said, which he's right, is that this is coming from a hurt place. So it's coming from a place of moods, which means then that, everything that Anthony is saying then should be coming from a place of moods. But if we are really to look into it, and remember, people's trying to give us that Amber has gotten clear. So you have to be very clear as to what you want us to critique. Is it you want us to critique that Amber is now clearly thinking and so she can think on her own, or you want us to critique that she's away from Anthony and she's spiraling? What do you want us to critique on? We're going to critique on Amber being clear, right? Being clear in the clearness of whatever else it is, and Amber saying that, marriage is not what she cracked up to be. I feel like Amber's assessment of marriage is skewed at this point in time. It's extremely skewed, because there's no way she can talk about marriage without talking about going into the marriage and then being into the marriage. None of those pieces can be left without the other. So in other words, she's never really experienced marriage the way she should have experienced marriage. She hasn't. Because the truth of the matter is, whether we want to admit it or not, whatever she has done with Wayne has compromised the way that she's behaved in the marriage. Because a lot of the ways that she was behaving and a lot of the doormat things that people give is because of guilt. She was guilty of the mere fact that she was giving away the pum pum to the day of the wedding. So of course it impacts the way how she behaves through the marriage. And times she probably should have put boundaries in, she didn't put them in. Just giving her some inkling.
I mean, besides the wedding, and even the wedding wedding wasn't exactly what I had in mind.
See, I question that. When you say the wedding wasn't exactly what you had in mind, what do you mean? I mean, the wedding was planned by Amber. The wedding was asked for by Amber. And I keep reiterating the point again and again that the wedding cost $250,000. And that money was spent by Amber. She was the one who got these wedding planners and did the various things. So whose fault is it? In other words, you can't say things without saying whatever it is that you're saying, because a man is going to look at this. Dave is viewing this as, oh wow, that means Anthony didn't do this and he didn't do this and he didn't do this. That's what a man hears. Women hear what they're hearing. I'm telling you how a man is reading it. So he didn't do anything at all because men only think on what you call it now, just set data points. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm scared of marriage. Everything Anthony put me through, all the heartache, all the arguing, all of the lies and deception, I don't think I could take that again.
Okay, so here's again why this is a skewed statement. It's skewed because you cannot speak about all the lies and the heartache and whatever it is that you're saying that Anthony put you through without also mentioning about the things that you did up to the day of the marriage. Because a lot of the heartache and the lies and the things that he put you through is as a result, some of it, not all of it, some parts of it is as a result of this piece. I'm not saying that Anthony never cheated on his own. That's not what I'm saying. But Anthony's perpetual cycle and some of the things that he did was as a result of revenge. Him do it out of revenge for this that he's seeing right here. So they cannot walk without each other. That's why they match. And that's why I'm saying again that she's not even ready for marriage. She is right. She may be right that she's not ready for marriage because you're not ready. Not because of the heartache and pain that Anthony put it through, because you weren't ready. Because the marriage wasn't built on anything. So if you never build a marriage on anything, it no matter what the other person has done, it probably would have still have issues because it's still built on lack of trust. Whether it was Anton that did that before the marriage or it is Amber that did it before the marriage, it would have been built on lack of trust. That is the point I think I'm raising, and I think a lot of people is trying to raise that particular point as well. So when I listen to this kind of fray and this kind of thing that, she's giving out, again, it's giving me damsel in distress, and it gives me damsel in distress because there's not an equal play in honesty with everything. She takes the, what you call it, the accountability thing sometimes, and it's very small, and then it goes to the side, and it can't be that. Especially when reaching out about marriage. So it tells me that the character is not fully there. Whatever I'm looking for, that level of change or elevation for the character is not yet there. That's what it's telling me. Because there is still a lot of blame. But she may just be going through the tone scale as well.
I'd almost just rather be single, free and happy than to be married, bound, and miserable.
That may be her real thing. In other words, then, when she was basically carrying on with Wayne, that was the true Amber. So maybe the truth to the audience is that the real Amber does not want to be married. The real Amber never wanted to be married. The real Amber wanted to be a single woman who is able to move around from guy to guy without being restricted or having to deal with a man. That's what that line just told me. That's what the real Amber is saying she wanted. Remember, my friends, I'm just taking it how she give it. The real Amber wants to be single and disengaged, just like the Amber before the marriage. That is the real Amber. That's why when people say when she go back to Amber Ty, I said, well, who was Amber Ty? Every time people say, get back Amber Ty, get back Amber Ty, I ask the question, who was Amber Ty? Are you guys aware who Amber Ty was? Because Amber Ty was a cheater, was a chronic cheater. Amber Ty was a chronic liar. Amber Ty was everything that she's telling you Anthony is right now. That was Amber Ty. So see, I'm looking for the elevation of the character. Other people are looking for just, again, the anti-Anthony stance, which again, Anthony has done his things. But Anthony's things were not done in a vacuum, and there are other pieces to it. So that's the only piece with this.
What good is it to have all the success with the restaurant business, everything scaling, and not have a partner to share with?
Yeah, a partner would be nice, but you my partner. You my business partner.
Business partner.
Yeah. I got a partner. What's you?
That's me, right?
I don't know. What does the Bible say? His plans are to prosper us and not to fail us.
But it also says he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
There goes the Bible reference back and forth, the throwing of the Bible. At this point, I think Amber just should do her own Bible verses and by herself and do some more work versus just trying to fling off scriptures every 2 seconds. And now you see exactly why Anthony uses Bible verses, because Amber does the same thing. He's really just communicating the way that she's communicating. Can't really blame him for that. That's why he used these Bible verses. And then people say, but why is he using the Bible verse? Because that's what she does. She uses the Bible verses. Look at what Dave is doing right now. He's doing the same thing that Anthony does. Use the Bible verse, and because guess what? She likes speaking in Bible verses. So guess what you do? Speak in Bible verses. That's all I'm saying. I'm just giving y'all the inklings into it. It may just be, maybe a girl is saying she never really wanted to be married and she wasn't ready for no marriage. And basically she forced herself into a marriage when she shouldn't have. And that is the honesty in her. Maybe that's the little piece that's inside of her that's talking. But give me y'all's take on this one. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all soon.